At the top of the year, Katt Williams shocked the internet when he gave one of the most viral and explosive interviews ever. His interview with Shannon Sharpe went on to do over 68 million views on YouTube alone, not counting what the interview did on other platforms. Those who saw the interview witnessed an unhinged Katt Williams dropping what seemed to be nothing but truth bombs. The world was caught off guard, as they didn't know why Katt Williams was going so hard on so many people. By the end of that interview, it was obvious Katt made a lot of people mad. They were so mad that some people started to think they wanted Katt Williams out of the picture. Even if they wanted to get rid of Katt, and trust me they do, they can't, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the reason Hollywood can't get rid of Katt Williams. Let's get right into it. One thing is for certain, Katt Williams made history with his Shannon Sharpe interview. Over 68 million people heard Katt expose some of the biggest names in the industry. He rubbed many people the wrong way, and we saw many of those that Katt Williams called out respond to his claims. Ludacris, who Katt Williams said was a part of the Illuminati and alleged he sold his soul for the Fast and the Furious movies, responded to Katt in a freestyle, laughing off his claims. Some of the comedians Katt called out, like Kevin Hart, seemed to also deny his claims as well. Even Ice Cube came out basically stating that Katt was lying about his Friday claims. It was clear that the industry was on the defense about Katt's claims, as he made a lot of people mad, and they felt they needed to respond. Katt's main point was that those celebrities in the industry had sold their souls to get where they were, something that he claims he refused to do, and it's the reason Hollywood shunned him, and he never became a comedy star like Kevin Hart. While Katt Williams still had a successful career in comedy, he wasn't allowed to cross over to the heights of Kevin Hart because he didn't play the game like he did. Now, you may be asking, if Katt Williams is truly exposing the industry, why haven't the elite tried to silence him like they've done to many others? Well, it's all because Katt Williams has prepared himself for war with the industry. I'll explain what I mean by this in a bit. In order to understand why the industry hates Katt Williams, we have to go back to the beginning of his career in the show business. Katt Williams was on course to being a massive Hollywood comedy star. He was acting in TV shows and was getting roles in many movies. His performance in the movie Friday After the Next was considered by many to be hilarious. This made Katt a fan favorite, and his presence only grew larger after his comedy stand-up show. People loved how uncut Katt was, and how he was willing to say anything to get a laugh, even saying things he wasn't supposed to say. While this is what made Katt so great to his fans, this would also end up being the very same thing to cause him his industry troubles. While Katt was showing promise, all of that stopped the moment he made the higher-ups upset at him, and it was all due to his first comedy special. By 2006, Katt Williams was doing so good in Hollywood that the higher-ups decided to give him his own TV stand-up special. This was Katt Williams' moment to shine and show the world just how funny he truly was. And he did just that, but he did it by exposing Hollywood's secret parties. During his stand-up show, Katt Williams got a little out of hand for the industry's liking, and not long after the special, Katt Williams was paying for it. During his stand-up, Katt Williams starts telling a joke about what happened to him at an industry party. He claims in the joke that he went to this Hollywood party to have some fun. While there, he realized that the type of fun those at the party were having wasn't his kind of fun. Katt claims that he went room to room opening doors and saw things he wasn't supposed to see. What he claims he saw was men hooking up with other men in groups during this party.
It's a separate party in little rooms. I ain't been famous that got long. I'm excited and I'm going to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the rooms and you around and look in the wrong room and Come here. Is that you kissing? Is one of this Professor Ovi? Not the closet?
As you heard for yourself, Katt Williams said this hilarious joke that the crowd loved so much, but there was some people that didn't like these jokes, the elite in the industry, who weren't at all feeling Katt exposing what happens at their private industry parties. This is when Katt's problems all began, as things would only progressively get worse. Jaguar Wright actually reveals some behind-the-scenes information on this. I just did a video on Jaguar Wright. If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely check it out after this one, as it explains why she is trying to tear the industry down. In a recent interview, she told the world that the industry has been after Katt Williams since the 2000s. Claiming that his problems with the industry elite got really bad when he refused to participate in a humiliation ritual being done on Flavor Flav. Jaguar claims that this was the final straw for the Hollywood elite when it came to Katt.
Let's take it there then. I have to ask you, Katt Williams. He recently pulled a Jaguar Wright and was just doing a lot of truth telling.
Want to know what's interesting?
Go ahead.
It's Katt Williams that taught me how to Jaguar Wright.
Oh, wow. Okay. What was it about him that you kind of say, ooh?
10-10. He was my 30th birthday present, almost 17 years ago. I'll never forget when he walked into the club and I was sitting at my table. It was my birthday party. And Special Ed brought him. And me and Ed were celebrating and Katt was playing the amphitheater. And he wanted to meet me. And he came to my party, gave me about 20 grand in cash, said, consider it a down payment on your time. He taught me so much in 9 months. Walking away was hard, but it was when the Illuminati first started coming after him. And I'll never forget the day when they breached the house. And I left. Back in that moment, Katt was still wearing Kevlar to bed. I would get in bed with him at night and he would have Kevlar on in bed.
What was it about that and him at the moment where it made you want to speak your truth?
He went after Comedy Central. That's what happened. The Flavor Flav roast, the moment that I knew the Snoop Dogg is sold out. That was a hurtful moment. I was always grateful to Snoop for taking Corrupt under his wing. Always been grateful to Snoop for that. Ricky, my brother. They wanted Katt to humiliate Flav, like humiliate him, like no holds barred, and send a bunch of jokes. And I'll never forget watching Katt in the office downstairs at the house in Marina Del Rey. And he's sitting there looking at the script and just shaking his head. And then the next thing you know, the phone rang and I'm standing there in the office in the doorway and I'm like, all right. And he picked up the phone and it was Comedy Central. And I listened to him threaten to kill him. He said, I'm not doing this. You are not going to get a black man, a real black man, to agree to do this to another black man. It was a terrible day. And then that's when all the incidents started happening. Them sending people to the house. Them putting plants backstage at the shows. I mean, I was on tour with him for American Hustle.
Right.
I was on set for First Sunday.
Right. He said he got arrested over 30 times. No convictions.
I'm getting close.
As you heard for yourself, Jaguar claims that this is when the Illuminati started coming after Katt Williams. I am 100% positive that Katt revealing too much in that comedy special and refusing to play along with the elite is what cost him everything. That same year he did this special, we saw what clearly appeared to be the takedown of Katt Williams. Since the industry saw Katt as a possible problem for them, they started their takedown campaign on him. Katt would start dealing with many difficulties from then on, like constant legal troubles. He first got arrested just a few months after his special on November 13, 2006. He was arrested at the Los Angeles International Airport for allegedly having a stolen weapon in his briefcase. This arrest started a string of arrests, but for some reason he would never be charged with anything. He would get arrested again 2 more times in 2009, also 3 more times in 2011, with an additional 5 more arrests in 2012. Katt kept on getting arrested all the way up to his last arrest in 2016. He was arrested at least 20 different times, but some people say it was at least 30. Even though he got arrested, he was always released and never did any real time. On top of the constant arrest, the media began reporting that he was crazy and an addict, which was clearly done to end his career and silence him. Katt Williams joined the industry, and when he saw what really went on, he spoke out against it. Since he didn't want to play along, they wouldn't give him any more big roles or mainstream support, and he became a target. In this interview, he talks about that very thing, explaining how the industry shunned him for speaking out.
It's the Illuminati. We are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, the press hates them and nobody likes them. End quote. It's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it.
As you heard for yourself, Katt Williams didn't want to play along, so he was blackballed from the industry until he started acting right again. Katt saw exactly what went on at those Hollywood parties, and he didn't want anything to do with it. What happened to Katt Williams is the same thing that happens to all the other celebrities who fall out of line. It is the exact same blueprint the elite use to get rid of their celebrities. They first ruin the celebrity's reputation by having them arrested for substances or weapons. Then they start dragging the person's name all over the media, making them look bad, claiming that the person is an addict and that he lost it and that he shouldn't be allowed around kids. After this, the artist loses all respect from the world. And then not long after, the former celebrity is found gone in his home, their passing being blamed on substance abuse. All of these things happened to Katt Williams, well, except for the last one. But how come? If the industry is truly against Katt Williams, why haven't they taken him out yet? That's what they have done with every other person who has gotten out of line. What has kept Katt Williams alive all this time? Well, if you watch the Shannon Sharpe interview, then you know Katt Williams already told us why they won't take him out. See, back when the industry started attacking Katt Williams, he started taking steps to protect himself. He found a way to guarantee those in the industry wouldn't take him out, as if they took him down, he was gonna take them all down with him. This is, according to Katt, he spent the last 30 years collecting dirt and industry secrets on other people. He claims that he has been paying people money to give him information on people in the industry.
Takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light. Amen, amen.
Gee.
Heard for yourself, Katt Williams tells us exactly how he's kept himself alive all these years. He has secrets about all of these celebrities. This way, if anything were to happen to him, someone on his team would release all those secrets to the world, bringing a lot of people down with him. Those in the industry don't want this to happen, as it would destroy so many careers. Katt Williams has been paying for industry secrets. Secrets he is going to use to protect himself. While Katt Williams got on the industry's bad side and made himself a target, he was still able to survive the industry. One thing that I must say though, is that it's important to note, Katt Williams was definitely once a part of the industry and did play ball at one point. I believe Katt at one point was okay with paying the price for fame. As Katt himself revealed, he was invited to an Illuminati party with Luda, where Luda was chosen to be in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
No, so there was a crossroads where we both invited to an Illuminati thing. And it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with points. And the next person they said was to get $200 million because they were gonna pay him $10 million a movie to 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Luda, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you, okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
200 million. I'm about to get me one of the more women look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress, so they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay.
As you heard for yourself, Katt admits he was invited by the Illuminati to these industry parties. The fact that the Freemasons even invited Katt lets you know he was once a part of it. They wouldn't have invited him if he wasn't down with the system. But it's obvious that he was kicked out of the club, and those in the club seem to have come to an agreement to leave Katt alone. While I myself personally don't trust no one in Hollywood, including Katt, I do believe that the industry wants to get rid of him. But the truth is, they simply can't. Well, I'm gonna end this one here, but before you guys go, I just wanted to politely ask you guys to like, comment, and share this video so that it'll be recommended to others. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.